The missing professor at the heart of the Trump-Russia probe, who allegedly delivered word of Hillary Clinton's stolen emails to Trump's campaign, wants to testify before the Senate according to his lawyer.
Here's a summary of the article.
London, a lawyer closely associated with Joseph Mifsud claims that the Maltese professor, who allegedly delivered word of Hillary Clinton's stolen emails to Donald Trump's campaign, is willing to testify to the U.S. Senate. Mifsud disappeared after he was identified as the unnamed professor alleged by FBI investigators in court documents unsealed in October 2017 to have told Trump campaign aide George Papadopoulos that the Russians had dirt on Clinton in the form of thousands of emails, months before the Democrats themselves were aware that their computer system had been hacked. Democratic National Committee lawyers even suggested he may be dead. But in an email to BuzzFeed News sent on Monday, Stephen Rowe, a 51-year-old Swiss lawyer with a long history of dealings with Mifsud, wrote, "Professor Mifsud is to testify in front of the U.S. Senate. We are working towards his appearance." Asked if a date for the testimony had been set, whether Mifsud would be traveling to the U.S. in person to testify, and if any talks with Senate officials to schedule a testimony had already taken place, Rowe replied, "We will not comment or answer further questions of journalists until the Senate hearing takes place, unless necessary and in the interest of Professor Mifsud." Mifsud's interactions with Papadopoulos reportedly kickstarted the FBI investigation into alleged Russian interference in the 2016 U.S. presidential election, and remain one of the great mysteries in special counsel Robert Mueller's ongoing probe. During the course of several email exchanges and telephone calls with BuzzFeed News, using different numbers with dialing codes originating in the United Arab Emirates and Russia, between early October and this week, Rowe shared what he claims to be Mifsud's side of the story. Rowe declined to discuss what Mifsud would say if he does testify.
This post received a score of 36,180, with an upvote ratio of 88%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph, I thought this guy was disappeared for good. I am honestly absolutely shocked he's still alive.
He must have been smart enough to realize that when you're a loose end, you better find a couch to hide under post-haste.
Hardly, he's likely been retasked with a new misinformation campaign in order to mislead investigators and or sow discord with the population. The way things are going, this seems more likely. But I like the first option better. In Putin's world, is no option.
I'm surprised this guy wasn't accidentally killed by some nerve gas under completely explainable circumstances. Or the old 2 shots to the back of the head suicide. He crawled into the duffel bag, zipped it up from the inside, put a lock on the zipper, wrapped the bag in chains, shot himself twice through the back of the head, and jumped the whole bag into the Moskva River. Textbook case of suicide.
Careful there. Rasputin syndrome is very contagious.
Rah rah Rasputin.
Love of the Russian queen. There was a car that really was gone.
Rah rah Rasputin, Russia's greatest love machine.
This gives me a little hope for Tupac.
Are you still down?
Raise em up.
Hit em up. That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
Catch me in a high-speed chase with the law. The realest motherfucker that you ever saw.
I'm getting high like I said it was some chocolate Thai. Mixed with some Indonesia watch me fry.
June 9, 2016. A month before candidate Trump publicly asked for help from a foreign adversary, his surrogates met with Russian operatives at the now infamous Trump Tower meeting. 5. While the Kremlin has vehemently denied Veselnitskaya working for the Russian government, Swiss authorities allege that she was involved in an attempt to enlist a foreign country's law enforcement agent as a double agent to work for the Russians. Russian operative Renat Akhmetshin also has ties to former Trump campaign advisor and convicted felon Paul Manafort. 9. July 27, 2016. Candidate Trump looked directly at the camera and publicly asked Russia for their help in finding Hillary Clinton's 30,000 missing emails. 10. Special counsel Mueller's indictment against 12 Russian intelligence officers found that on July 27, 2016, Russian hackers known as Guccifer 2.0 hacked the Clinton campaign.
Didn't people think he died because he dropped off the grid? This is the same guy, right? This should be interesting.
Yeah, same guy. More likely he was hiding in Russia or one of Russia's vassal states.
Honest question, because I'm not that smart on world politics, but if he wanted to spill details to the US, wouldn't that make him a target of Russia? If it did, wouldn't it be worse to be in what is essentially Russian territory?
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.